但以理第7章得胜之但以理的意象，关于从地中海出来的4个兽，见意象之年，约在主前555年。Amen。1到12节。In the first year of Belshazzar, the king of Babylon, Daniel saw a dream, and the visions of his head upon the bed. Then he wrote down the dream. He related the sum of the matters. 从地中海出来的4个兽。Daniel responded and said, I was watching in my vision by night, and there were the 4 winds of heaven stirring up the great sea, and the 4 great beasts came up from the sea, each different from the other. The first was like a lion and had 2 wings of the eagle. I watched until the wings were plucked, and the wings were plucked, and it was lifted up from the earth, and made to stand on 2 feet like a man, and the man's heart was given to it. And there was another beast, a second one, resembling a bear. Amen, a bear. 又有一兽如熊，就是第2兽，挺起身体一边，口齿间衔着3根肋骨，有人对他说起来吞吃多肉。And there was another beast, a second one, resembling a bear, and it was raised up on one side, and 3 ribs were in its mouth between its teeth, and they said thus to it, devour much flesh. After this I watched, and there was another beast, like a leopard, bow, and it had 4 wings of bird on its back, and the beast had 4 heads, and the dominion was given to it. After this I watched in the night visions, and there was a 4th beast, dreadful and frightful, and exceedingly strong, and it had large iron teeth. It devoured and crushed and trampled down the remainder with its feet. Amen. And it was different form from all the beasts that were before it, and it had the 10 horns. I was considering the horns. Then there was another horn, a small one, which came up among them, and 3 of the first horns were uprooted before it, and there were eyes like the eyes of a man in this horn, and a mouth speaking great things. Amen. 神和他宇宙的权柄。I watched until thrones were set, and the ancient of days sat down. His clothing, 那亘古常在者坐下 and the ancient of days sat down. His clothing was like white snow, and the hair of his head was like pearl wool. His throne was flames of a fire, its wheels burning fire, and stream of a fire issued forth, and came out from before him. Thousands of thousands ministered to him, and 10,000s of the 10,000s stood before him. The curtain of judgment set, and the books were opened. 从地中海出来的4个兽。Amen. I watched them because of the sound of the great things that the horn was speaking. I watched until the beast was slain and its body was destroyed and given to the burning fire. And as for the rest of the beasts, their dominion was taken away, but the extension of life was given to them for a season and a time. 人子基督的来临。I watched in the night vision, and there with clouds of heaven, one like the Son of a Man was coming, and he came to the Ancient of Days. Amen. And 他来到亘古常在者那里 and they brought him near before him, and to him was given dominion, glory and the kingdom, that all the people, nations, and the language might serve him. His dominion is an eternal dominion, which will not pass away, and his kingdom is one that will not be destroyed. 意象的讲解。As for me, Daniel, my spirit within me was distressed, and the visions of my head alarmed me. I came near to one of those standing by and asked of him the exact meaning of all this. So he told me and made the interpretation of the things known to me. The great beasts, which are four kings who will arise from the earth. But the saints of the Most High will receive the kingdom and possess the kingdom forever, indeed forever and ever. That I wished to know the exact meaning of the 4 beasts, which was different from all the others, exceedingly dreadful with its teeth of iron and its claws of bronze, which devoured, crushed, and trampled under the remainder with its feet, and of the 10 horns that were on its head, and the other horn that came up, and before which 3 horns fell, even that horn that had eyes, and a mouth speaking great things, and whose appearance was greater than that of its companions. I watched, and that horn waged war with the saints, and prevailed against them, until the Ancient of Days came, and the judgment was given to the saints of the Most High. And the time came when the saints possessed the kingdom. Thus he said, the fourth beast will be the 4th kingdom upon the earth, which will be different from all the other kingdoms, and it will devour the whole earth and tread it down and crush it. And as for the 10 horns, out of its kingdom 10 kings will arise, and another will arise after them, and he will be different from the previous one, and he will subdue 3 kings. And he will speak things against the Most High, and wear out the saints of the Most High, and his intention will be to change the times and the laws, and they will be given to his hand, and for a time and 10 times and half a time. Amen. But the court of judgment will sit, and they will take away his dominion so as to annihilate and destroy it unto the end. And the kingdom and the dominion and the greatness of the kingdom under the whole heaven will be given to the people of the saints of the Most High. His kingdom is an eternal kingdom, and all the dominants will serve and obey him. Here is the end of the matter. As for me, Daniel, my thoughts alarmed me greatly, and my countenance was changed. But I kept the matter in my heart. Amen.